Gratitude that changes your life. What if I told you that there is a free habit that can make you calmer, happier, and stronger? A habit that takes only a few minutes a day, yet has the power to gradually transform your entire life. That habit is gratitude. We live in a world that constantly pulls our attention toward problems. We think about what we don't have. We focus on what went wrong. We worry about what needs to be fixed, achieved, bought, or changed. And in this endless pursuit of something more, we often forget to appreciate what we already have. We wake up in the morning and immediately start thinking about our responsibilities. We notice our challenges, but rarely stop to notice our blessings. The truth is that our experience of life is largely shaped by what we choose to focus on. When we constantly focus on problems, it can feel as though life is nothing but problems. But when we begin to notice the good, we discover a completely different side of reality. This is why gratitude is so powerful. It doesn't instantly remove every challenge. It doesn't make life perfect, but it changes the person who is moving through life. Gratitude helps us see what we previously overlooked. Instead of thinking, I don't have enough, we begin to realize, I already have so much. Instead of constant dissatisfaction, we find inner peace. Instead of feeling empty, we begin to feel abundance. Just think for a moment. Today, you can see the world around you. You can hear the sounds of nature. You can feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin. You can take a deep breath. You can love. You can dream. For someone else, even one of these simple gifts would be priceless. Yet many of them have become so familiar that we hardly notice them anymore. Gratitude brings us back to what truly matters. It reminds us that happiness is not always waiting somewhere in the future. Very often it is already here, in the smile of a loved one, in the singing of birds outside your window, in a warm cup of tea, in a peaceful evening, in a kind word, in the opportunity to wake up and begin a new day. Sometimes life's greatest gifts don't cost anything. They simply require our attention. So what can we be grateful for? For our bodies that carry us through each day, for the people who support us, for the lessons that made us stronger, for the mistakes that taught us wisdom, for nature, for the rain, for the sunshine, for a place to call home, for food on the table, for the freedom to choose our own path. Even difficult moments can become reasons for gratitude, because those moments often reveal strengths we never knew we had. And perhaps the most beautiful thing about gratitude is that it is available to everyone. It requires no special knowledge, no money, no perfect circumstances, only a willingness to begin. Tonight, before you go to sleep, try something simple. Think of 3 things you are grateful for. Just 3. Write them down or say them quietly to yourself. Maybe it was a beautiful day. Maybe it was a meaningful conversation. Maybe it was a delicious meal or a breathtaking sunset. Practice this every day, and over time, you may notice something remarkable. You will begin to see more goodness around you, more opportunities, more beauty in ordinary moments. And perhaps then you will discover an important truth. Life doesn't become beautiful only when we have more. Life becomes beautiful when we learn to appreciate what we already have. So start today. Start right now. It is simple. It is free. And the choice is entirely yours. Find at least one reason to be grateful today, and let that be the beginning of a new chapter in your life.